everybody. How are we doing? Hello, hello. Hi, Funchella. Hi, Ariel. Or no, Ariel. No, Ariel. Yeah. Ariel, how are you doing? No, Ariel. Oh my gosh. Hi, Gladys. Hi, Mags. Hi, Kathleen. No, it's like air and then L because it's fancy. Right? Am I remembering correctly? Hi, Roman. Hi, Kelly. Hi, friends. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, Ariel. I think I'm remembering correctly. Hi, Melissa. Hi, friends. Hi. Oh my gosh, we're only 2 months away from 1 year membership. Y'all, we're 2 months away from our 2 year anniversary. Can y'all believe it? Can y'all believe it? We're 2 months away from our 2 year anniversary. Thank you so much, Gladys, for being a member for 10 months. Hello, hello. Hi, Kelly. How are you today, Sammy? I'm doing well. Doing well. Hi, Anna. Is it Anna or Anna? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had my coffee. I had my coffee and like just making sure that we're all set. I'm very excited for today. Very excited for today's stream and talking colors with y'all. Either? Are you sure? Either are you just saying that because people get it wrong? Or do you really not mean, you really don't mind either? Because I want to do what you would prefer. So I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Doing well. I'm very excited. Just really excited for today. I'm really excited for some things that are going to be coming to the live streams. I'm kind of excited for just everything. As a little hint for the live streams, I gave Roman my mind dump, so I don't know if he has listened to that yet. But live streams, bigger, better live streams. Y'all might be seeing my face for longer periods of time during the live streams. Just a little thing, just a little warning. Y'all might be seeing my face a little bit longer. So yeah, might be hanging out a little longer during live streams. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So expect more. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. So there might be some changes. Might be like fewer videos. Well, no, there's definitely going to be fewer videos. There's going to be fewer videos and more live streaming. Like, yeah, more live streaming. Like hours more. Time shifts maybe, so that we can hit more time zones because we're worldwide. Yarn over hook 305. So yeah, I'm very excited. This hanging out, I really enjoy more, like keeping it a buck. Hanging out with y'all live, I feel better connected. I have more fun doing this than like making videos. So there might be a shift. Or there is. There's gonna be a shift. But that won't happen until like maybe September, because I have to finish my Mosaic Cal series. But those who came to the live early and on time, y'all got a little tease. Y'all got a little tease on what's to come. But we're gonna be leaning heavy in the live streaming, real heavy in the live streaming. So I hope y'all are ready to hang out more. Okay, you make it easy to stay a part of this community, and everyone is the best too. Thank you so much, Gladys. Hi, Mars. Okay, you really don't mind? Okay. Hi, Sarah. All right. That's how I read it, Melissa. Oh, yay, good. I'm glad that y'all are excited about this. And I will not be starting that until I'm done with my mosaic blanket. So that probably won't happen until September. But I did find a pattern that I like. Okay, so. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited for today. Been doing a lot of like note taking and research and just like thinking about how to approach this, how to like do this thing, how to like talk and chat with y'all about color. Um because I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of the questions that we tend to get on the Yarn Over Hook, like in the Yarn Over Hook feed, is about questions. Like we get a lot of questions about colors. Like, hey, can you help me pick my color palette? Hey, which colors do you think I should get? Hey, do these colors go well together? So I'm very excited about talking about colors today. I have the Manicam set up. Manicam is ready. I'm like waving and doing some testing here real quick. Okay, cool. Let's not shake the Manicam because that would be disastrous. That would be disastrous. Yes. So very, very, very excited. Y'all know the drill. If something seems a little bit off, if it's not loading correctly, if it like gives a like matrix glitching thing, just let me know. Just let me know. So I can make some adjustments so that everybody's able to see. And yeah, if it's not in focus, like y'all know that tell me. I don't mind. Okay. Manicam is back. Manicam is back. We fixed it. We fixed the Manicam. Okay, so I was gonna grab something real quickly. Let me grab it. So I can have it pinned here in the comments. Hi, Trish. Sharon, great news. What news? What news do you have? Do tell. I love great news. Of any news that y'all want to tell me. What is it? Okay, where is it? Oh, there. No, that's picking a yarn fiber. There we go. Choosing a color palette. Copy link address. There we go. Okay, let me put this in a pin on the stream. I mean, I guess I could have just done that. That was silly of me. Color. Oh, does cap lock count? Does it matter? Like I'm yelling at Nightbot. Color! Give it here! There we go. Okay, so if you have not grabbed the free color palette cheat sheet, grab that. Choosing a color palette. If you have not grabbed that yet, make sure that you grab it. Trish, how are you doing? No need to apologize. You did miss a little bit of an announcement, so you'll have to listen, go back just a little bit. But we are about to get in here. Oh, that my news is awesome. Oh, yay. Oh, good. I'm really glad. Once I meet with the team and we like finalize that, then I'll let y'all know what we decide. Okay. I think this is good. Do I like this view? Yeah. What's that? Newspaper. Okay. I think we're good. I think this is fine. I think this is good. I'm like nervous and excited. Okay, hi. Hi, my name is Sammy. This is Crochet and Chat, a Yarn Over Hook live production. Yarn Over Hook is a free social media for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from all over the world. You can join for free at yarnoverhook.com. We would love to have you and see what you are making. If you are already a member, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. If you have not grabbed the color palette cheat sheet, grab it. Where is it? Where am I? Here? Is this where the chat is? Yes, and then on mobile, it's here. Unless you have me sideways, then I think it's here. Wherever it is, grab it. It's also in the description, so make sure you grab the color palette cheat sheet. I'll give you all a chance to grab it. Oh, nice, Trish. Oh, I love sleeping in. That changes the whole day. I love it. Today is Tuesday, so late tonight. Granny Square YouTube members, y'all will get early access to the video for this week. Part 5 of the Great Summer Mosaic Crochet Along. I hope that y'all enjoy it. That will come out late tonight, early Wednesday morning. A new Last Week in Crochet with fiber events happening all over the world. Make sure that you check that out. If you have not already, subscribe to Exploration Crochet Substack so you can get Last Week in Crochet sent to your inbox. Make sure that you throw your email in there. It's absolutely free. And you can get all of the great crochet news happening all over the world sent straight to your inbox. If you have not listened to the Crochet Stitch yet from last week, it's all about whip bags, all about whip bags. So make sure you check out the Crochet Stitch. Wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, you can also find an audio version of that. There's also a new episode of Exploration Crochet podcast. Make sure you check that out. It's all about beginning crochet. So make sure you check that out. If you have not already, rated both the Crochet Stitch and Exploration Crochet podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you to those who already have. Hi Taylor, you're totally fine. Tomorrow is episode 8. Yes, episode 8 of Summer Stash Bash. We'll be updating y'all on where we are with our soap sacks, so make sure you get those soap sacks in before 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow so that we can announce it with the count at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be featuring a new pattern tomorrow, which is super cute. I'm very excited for it. Bring your brown and yellow yarn. Just saying. Just saying. If you read the newsletter, then you'll know what we're making tomorrow. So definitely check that out. Come and hang out with us tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Alexis will be here. If you missed our brief live stream, the replay is up from our beach hang on Sunday, so you can watch that. Thank y'all so much to those who jumped in last minute. Make sure you have turned your notifications on, because with the new schedule that I might be doing, there might be some last minute live streams. So I'm just like, hey, I'm going live. So make sure that you have notifications on here on YouTube so that you're notified when we go live. Because with the adjustments that I want to make, I should have more time for hanging out and spontaneous live streams. So I'm really very excited to kind of shift our YouTube in the live focused direction. So make sure you turn on notifications. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe you might catch me in a park. Maybe you might catch me at the beach. Maybe you might catch me at a cafe. Maybe you might catch me at a yarn store. You won't catch me if you miss me. So make sure you turn on notifications. Yeah, Taylor, there might be some adjustments in our video posting schedule and live streams. Okay, so that's that on that. Thursday, YouTube members only live stream. Just to let y'all know, a little teaser. I won't be finishing the Viscountess top. YouTube members. Just a little tease. I'm not saying anything else. You'll have to be here on Thursday. But it's not going to be finished. I don't know when it will be finished. You'll have to be here Thursday. And then Saturday, we have a special guest. Saturday is not Square Up Saturday. We have a special guest who's going to come and spin yarn with us. So Drew, my favorite friend Drew, is an expert spinner. She's going to say she's not, but she absolutely is. She spins thread. Like, come on now. Like, so thin. Like, thin thread. She's going to be here on Saturday, taking us from the beginnings all the way through to drop spinning and plying your spun yarn, making yarn specific for right-handed crocheters even. So make sure that you're here Saturday at noon for our special guest. I am so hyped. I'm so hyped and so excited. So if you have roving, if you have a drop spindle, bring it. If you don't have a drop spindle roving and you want to go get some, but for Saturday. And join us on Saturday. If you just want to watch because you're fascinated and you can't pick up another hobby right now, just come hang out. You might learn something and maybe you will pick up another hobby. Who knows? Let's see. I think that's it. Announcement wise. I think I need to sneeze. Nope. Oh, okay. We'll have to keep an eye on that one because I think I might need to sneeze. I think that's it. Are y'all ready to talk colors? Are we ready to jump into color palettes? I'm like, oh, I am so excited. I'm so excited. So what is pinned in the comments, those who just joined us, are free choosing a color palette cheat sheet with help from my husband, the best color theory teacher in the world. from my husband Quentin. If you want to see more of his art, you can follow him. What is his thing? You can follow him at Quentin_Puebla on Instagram. He's an incredibly talented artist. I'm sure that he's watching this right now and is like, oh, please stop talking about me. Never. He's an incredibly talented artist and teacher and has taught me the basics of color theory and has definitely made me more confident in choosing my color palettes. He tells me all the time that I have gotten better and I need to trust my instincts. That is something that I'm going to pass on to y'all. Trust your instincts when it comes to colors. Thank you so much, Taylor. Yarn Overhook 2 years coming up. It is coming up. I'm very thrilled. Very, very thrilled. I do have a surprise for y'all for that. Very thrilled. So husband helped me with this. This cheat sheet is like basic color theory. Very, very basic color theory. If you need help trying to figure out why colors go together, why certain colors don't go together, how to make certain combinations to get a particular vibe, then this cheat sheet will help you out with that. So if you have not grabbed that already, make sure that you grab it. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to go through all of the different color palettes that we have included in here with the inspiration photos. We're going to go over the difference in like the feelings that you want, like where to start with picking your color palette, as well as like how to take this little color wheel and figure out your colors if you're at the store. Like there are some videos that I have come across where they say like, oh, you don't have to take your color wheel to the store and blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you want to pick colors based on basic color theory, I don't do that. I don't see why not. I pull it up on my phone and like trace little lines to like figure out what color combination I want and the feeling that I want. And that takes like all of the guesswork out of it, especially somebody like not 100% confident in picking colors for my project. I'm going to take my little color wheel and I'm going to go to the store and take my little marker and like, okay, so if I do this, if I do this one, if I do this, okay, and then I'm going to throw in a little neutral. Perfect. It's perfectly fine. You want a little smaller one? Just keep it on your phone. You got your color wheel sheet ready? Yay! I laminated my cheat sheets and color palettes today. Yay! Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. So we're gonna go through that. We're gonna go through tips and tricks, and then I want to know what y'all want in the next cheat sheet, color palette cheat sheet. Hola, Nancy. I want to know what y'all want in the next color palette cheat sheet. I already have some ideas, which I'll touch on today. But if there's anything specific that y'all want, then we'll do that. We'll talk about that. And then we'll just crochet a little bit. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Because I'm ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Am I ready? Is that gonna bug me? I think it's gonna bug me a little bit. 1 second. Hi, we can get up close and personal. Did that change at all? I don't even know if that. Oh yeah, it did. It did. That's a little bit better for me. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Pull my mani cam over here so I'm able to do this and not have to move too much. I can still get up and get colors. I can still get up and get colors. Like rubbing up against my desk a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then I don't look weird? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I look good. I think we're good here. Let's dive in. Can we get some color palettes in the chat? Those nails are popping. Thank you. I love them. Little lemons. Little lemons. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. It was like a little like tilted, which is why I wasn't digging it. I think we're good. Thank you. You guys are so fun. Thank you so much. All right, I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Yeah? Let me turn this. It doesn't look nice. Put it like that? Yeah, that looks nicer. Okay. Okay. Hi! Hi, we have a mani cam! We haven't had mani cam in a while. Hello, hello. Okay, bring this a little closer. I don't have to stretch too much. Yeah, I think so. I think that looks good. I can hardly see myself. Okay. Oh, backdrop discussions. I know. I wanted like, usually have my wood here, but I wanted something like fun and neutral. I wanted something fun and neutral. So I don't want that like in the video. Here we go. So I grabbed my doodad. I grabbed my doodad blanket. Okay. I think I want maybe here, because then I can see the chat a bit better. Okay. Yeah? Michelle, how are you? No, we're just starting the meat and potatoes. You came just in time. We were waiting for you. We were just about to start the meat and potatoes. Thank you, Roman. Feel free, I have Discord up, so feel free to message me if something's up. Okay, and let me get the live up here so I can see that as well. Perfect. Okay. A little warm. That's not going to be helpful. Not going to be helpful for, where is it? Image, there we go. Is that better? Did it get cooler? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that did get a little cooler, but this is like really bright. This is really bright. It's so funny because I did a whole test for this. I did a whole test with this right before the live stream, but then like YouTube adds another color filter. Oh, that's better. Okay, let me lower saturation a little bit. I don't know if it's saturation actually. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me. I just want the colors to look right. To look right for y'all. I think that looks a little bit better. I don't want it to be dark. A little dark. That's a bit bright. Okay. I think that this looks good. Does that look okay? That orange still looks a little bright, doesn't it? Hi, my Crochet Story. How are you? Brianna, how are you? Hi, Maggie. In past lives for 2 weeks, but had my market. I made a little more than 200. It was pretty slow market, but that's okay. Yay! Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Hi. Wait, where's Brianna? Where did y'all see Brianna? I don't see it. I don't see Brianna's message. Where's Brianna's message? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Hi, Brianna. You guys are totally fine. So far, this is the best. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Gladys. Yeah, this orange is like very orange. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me. Like very orange. Pretty sure it's this. It needs to go lower. And then there's like such a delay. Such a delay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to leave it here. That orange is just very, very orange. Okay. Okay. I think this is good for now. Hi, Diane. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Becca. I'm not sure if you remember me. I was here a few months ago, but I forgot the name of your channel and couldn't remember. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. I hope you have so much fun in middle school. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get started. Let's get started. Orange is just always going to be so bright. All right. So, getting our color wheel out. So, first thing. Oh yeah, color wheel looks perfect. Yeah, it's just this. So first things first, our color wheels. This is a very basic color wheel. My husband created it. You want to go follow him? My husband created this color wheel. Very, very basic color wheel. So as you go out, the value, or basically the color getting darker, is going to get like more in that color. I just like to say like more of that color. So you see like here, there we have a light purple, and then now here it's like dark. We have like blue, and then we have like blue. Like it's like that. So those are like the values. The things that's important about values is making sure that like your colors aren't too close in value. Otherwise you'll end up with something a little muddy. So this is like a perfect example, to be honest. Like both of these purples, very, very close. Very, very close. If you did like a contrasty check, they would probably blend in together. So when you have a couple of colors together and do that little like squinty thing, that's like one hack that you can do. And if it kind of like blends in, like they kind of blend together, the contrast might not be contrasty enough. They might be too close in value. If you take two colors, even of the opposite spectrum, let's see, what were our colors from Square Up Saturday? And I was like, oh, these are too close in value. It was this one and this one. So these two colors. Yeah, you want a higher contrast in your colors. So something that you can do with your phone that honestly everybody should have on their phone. If you don't, you should be able to install it. But it is a filter and it's not black and white. Not black and white. I think what's preferable, at least like what I use, is grayscale. So not black and white, but grayscale. So it should say grayscale. Let me lower my brightness on here and be sure that we're good. Okay, so now it's gray. It's grayscale, not black and white. So here we go. Was it these two? These two are contrasting. Was it these two? Oh no, it wasn't. I think it was this one. Let me bring all of these pinks down here. So you see how these are darker here? Like this one is darker, this one's lighter, this one's about like in between kind of thing. So those are the contrasting. And you can do that with your phone. Hi, Michael. How are you? Hi, Panda. How are you? Hi, friends. I remember our color combos. Oh yeah, those were two. Those were it. They were too close. Definitely these two. And they were too close in color, too close in contrast. It's showing up a little darker though. But once you do that, you can check your contrast. Be sure that they're very contrasty. Very, very contrasty. Let's see, let's pick some other colors that aren't high contrast. See how these look. These are kind of close. That purple is a little bit better. That's a little bit better. So like this one. And this one. Yeah, I like this blue and red. And not a very high contrast. Not super high contrast. You want something that's like really high contrast. So let's get this one. Go to grayscale. So like this red and this blue. This green and this blue. Much higher contrast. Much higher contrast. So like that's the kind of contrasting you want to look for. If it's not very high contrasting, then your colors will look kind of muddy. So whenever you're picking colors out and you kind of put them together and it has like that kind of, for me, it just feels like a very muted feeling. It's just like very, I don't know about muted. It's just muddy. Like that's like the best way to describe it. They just kind of blend into each other as opposed to like complementing each other with that different contrast. So you'll want to look for colors that give good contrast. You can do like a muted kind of muddy project if you want to, if you're looking for like the same color in a bunch of different tones. Like that won't be too muddy as long as you have high contrast between your different tones. So like if you wanted a bunch in green, if you just want to do a whole green project, then you can jump like a little bit higher maybe to get a better contrast, as opposed to picking two that are right next to each other. Yeah, yes, exactly, Mars. So like jumping up in your tones. So like, I have this on purpose. Or in your values, my bad. It's like picking this one, and this one, as opposed to picking just these three together. If you want like that ombre look, then sure. Then you can like be intentional about like the placement of it. But if you're like picking, if you're picking like these three and you want that like, you want that good contrast, then you want to pick something, in different values, not all the same values in the wheel. Oh, where's my thing? There we go. You want to pick something different in the wheel. So paying attention to like the value and contrasting, using your phone to see the contrast and check the contrast in that grayscale mode. That's something that I'm also still trying to learn how to do and like really focus in on doing. Like there are two colors I wish I could remember which they were. But I have two completely opposite colors on here that give like, they come up the same value in grayscale. And we made a square that we ended up redoing because I had put those two colors next to each other and it made the project look muddy in that section. And it was because there wasn't enough contrast between the two different colors. I think it was like orange and yellow. Maybe it was the orange and yellow that were like not contrasty enough. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. I think. Oh. It's so funny because like holding this up to my yarn wall. Let's take a picture and show y'all. So like you can see the different the contrasting colors and like what colors don't contrast well. So like these two colors don't contrast well. This one, get my darning needle. This color here is bright orange and this color here is purple. And they're both the same value, even though they're two completely different colors. So you see how these two don't contrast? And then we can take these two here. These two are the same value. This is turquoise. This is dark green. Sammy is a wealth of knowledge. If you haven't joined Yarn Overhook social media, you really should. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you. So that's something to keep in mind. You can even like take a picture, like this just gave me an idea. You can take a picture while you're at the store of the shelf. If you like that section of yarn that you want to get, take a picture and then take it in grayscale and then see what colors contrast and what don't. So like these two colors here, these two colors don't contrast well at all. They look the same. This is coral. This is light green. These are completely different colors, but they look the same in grayscale. Let's see. Ooh, those ones that's good. Holy cow. These two are almost, this one's a little bit lighter in value. This is dark blue and this is black. So they'd be they'll blend into each other. They'll be a little bit muddy. Let's do one more. This is actually like really fun. So these two colors here. And then y'all can still see my wall, right? Yeah, so you can see all the colors. These two colors here. This one is a light green, like a Nile green. This one is cyan. And then you remember this square that we did? And I was saying how the two colors in the center blend in together. So that's, oh, the yellow and the orange, just like I thought. These two colors, this is yellow and this is orange. I love my yarn over hook lessons. I'm so glad. So that's in this square. These are not good contrasting colors. They're very, very similar. They are these two right here. So this orange and this yellow. So that's very low contrast. Very low contrast. So that's actually a really good place to start, I feel like, is figuring out your values. Making sure, like, if you grab some colors and you're like, I think that these will go together, but this feels kind of weird. I think that is like a good place to start, is to check the values of the colors. And we have a little tip on that in the back of the cheat sheet here to check your values. Pay attention to values. Okay, so where to begin? You're at the store, right? You're at the store. You want to figure out what colors to go with your project. What I would suggest is to go, like, check in with what feeling you might want. Now I have to test out some color combos with the grayscale. I mean, for an iPhone in the camera app, click the filter and then select mono. Yeah, is that the same as grayscale? I just know grayscale. Make sure it's grayscale. I can download filters on Android. I don't know if you can download filters on iPhone. I'm assuming you can. So what do you want your project to feel like? Do you want it to be nice and warm? Nice, warm, bright, energetic, active, very like in motion? Or you want it calm, peaceful, relaxed? That's a good place to start. What do you want your piece to feel like? You want it to feel like. You can even do a combination of the two. What do you want it to feel like? Then, from there, you could actually go to, which is what I want to include, that and what I want to include in the next color palette, is to just go to Pinterest. You can go to Pinterest and look up cool color palette, chill color palette, energetic color palette, bright color palette, like party vibe color palette, beachy vibe color palette. Like, do you want to be reminded of a place when you look at it? Like, do you want to be reminded of, I don't know, your trip to Greece? Do you want to be reminded of your trip to Hawaii? Do you want to be reminded of your trip to, I don't know, Middle America cornfields? Like, that's still a vibe. It's still a vibe. Do you want to be like reminded of like New York? Do you want to be reminded of California beaches? So like thinking about the vibe, like what kind of vibe do you want? So I actually made a color palette on Pinterest, a color palette board, and I just looked up. Yeah, it's actually like an incredible place. And I don't know why I didn't think about this, but I was watching a Crochet by Jessie's video, and she was like, she said the same thing. She said the same thing. She's like, I don't know why I wasn't doing this before, but just go on Pinterest and look up color palettes. Like, just look up color palettes and then go with whatever you want. If you want a specific vibe, then do this vibe color palette. It's at this point, I cry to Michael to pick my colors. You're so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that you guys are both here. I love using Pinterest for color palettes. Corn. My corn boy. So what you can do is just bring up Pinterest and like look for a vibe. Just look for a vibe. Like, I looked up color palettes for winter and like this came up. I looked up like cool winter, very, very cool winter. This like is just such a soft like Christmas palette, I feel like. Like just looking up palettes in that sense. Then I was like, oh, I want like a nice summer. Give me summer palettes. Like, I love bright colors. Y'all know I love bright colors. And then you get these ones. You get these like nice palettes. If you want a beachy vibe, very nice. Very nice. Just look for a vibe. You can start there. Look for a vibe, match yarn to it. Perfectly fine. It's not like it's cheating or anything, especially if you want a specific vibe for your project. If you want a fun party beachy vibe, then look for fun party beachy colors, like color palette. Perfectly fine. Color palettes versus color matching yarn for projects are different worlds for me. palettes come easy for me, but I like being specific to the color match. Ah, so you like to get the tone, the value, like all of that matching perfectly with your inspiration. Is that what you mean, Bianca? For anyone who doesn't have iPhone and don't have the mono filter, you can probably go to the saturation on picture and put it to the lowest setting. I think so. I actually think so, Mars. Try it. Take some pictures of your yarn. See what it looks like. Because that's just changing, I think that's changing the value. I think you can do that. Amazon does have color palette decks, but I feel like you can find a lot of those color palettes for free. I really do. You can even get like color palette books. Oh, I forgot to grab Quentin's. I wonder if he took his to work. Oh no, his is right there. So I'll grab his as well. So Quentin and I both grabbed these books while we were on our mini moon. Ooh, please don't fall. So this one's mine. This is Modern Colors of Japan. I really wanted to get this to like, I don't know, get some more fun color inspiration, and I really like color palettes from Japan. I really do. They like they're really detailed, and you can like pick a vibe and just go from there. It's like, oh, it's so much fun. So like if you're at an art store and you're looking at books and you're like, oh, maybe I'll grab one for like color palettes, like grab it. If you like what's in there, grab it. Like this was such a fun pick. Let me grab his. Someone once said they go to a paint shop and get the paint swatches. Oh, I have heard that as well. Folks will go and even put paint swatches together so that they can actually like see the colors together, like pick a vibe, and then go and get the yarn. But I feel like you can kind of swatch like at the yarn store. You could kind of swatch just with the yarn. But if you wanted to just collect like swatches, the free swatches, and then like you're at home and you're like trying to decide what kind of feeling I want and what kind of color palette I want, and then just play with the swatches, absolutely. I absolutely like think that that's a great idea. I just go with my heart. I love it. I love it, Taylor. You are a heart crafter. This is so helpful. I'm working on a new Halloween colors, as here Halloween is in spring. Oh, right. Basically, yes, I love making my own merch. So when the color feels off to what I'm referencing, it kind of frustrates me. I get you. I get you. I think that's a nice book. Thank you. Someone once said, oh yeah, let me grab my husband's. His is right here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay. So he got the more traditional colors of Japan because he really liked the very, I don't know, just the very traditional colors. These are less pastel-y. They're very like, I like to say the word like committed. These ones just feel more committed. I don't know. Mine was like bright and fun and poppy. His, I feel like, is very, I don't know, it's just very traditional. I think it's very traditional. So like we both kind of reference this when we're looking for color inspo. So getting like color inspo books, that's a really great way. Quick scatter. That's a, you're somebody. That's a really nice way to like look for more inspiration. So finding color books, going on Pinterest, grab some inspiration, then run to the yarn store. This is pretty neat to use these ideas when playing with dyes and yarn. I mean, once I get better at like colors, I would love to dye my own yarn. I would love to dye my own yarn. Okay, so maybe you're like, okay, I can't find any inspiration. I don't know. I just want like a nice like 3 color palette, 2 color palette, 4 color palette, whatever. So this is kind of where like the basic color theory stuff comes in. There are terms for that. There are terms for that. So talking about like the values and stuff, and how if you want to get a bunch of value, like different values but same color, you want that like ombre look. So that is called monochromatic. So that is picking colors all in the same, or picking colors all in the same slice of the wheel. All the shades in one slice of the color. There we go. All the shades in one slice of the color. So like if you wanted to get all of this, all of the blue, all of the purple, all the pink. So that would be monochromatic. So you get this like very kind of like atmospheric, calm, kind of like very centered, very singular look. But you pay attention to values and contrasting because you don't want it to be too muddy. So like you wouldn't put the same color blanket on the same color chair. So like that kind of thing with like interior design. You wouldn't pick the same color chair that's the same color as the wall. Like then it's just going to blend into each other. You want still to pick contrasting values within that, unless you want that ombre look, especially like specifically in crochet. If you want like a fun kind of color blocking look, you can like jump around in the values. If you want something that goes from light to dark, like an intentional kind of monochromatic umber kind of thing, then you pick stuff that are just a few steps apart and equal steps would be good, apart in color. The essential color card deck. Oh yeah, that's one that I know a lot of people have, I think. Is that the, it's a square? Is that the one that's the cube? So that would be a monochromatic look. And like this will give a very specific, singular, intentional, atmospheric kind of vibe. Then you can do analogous. That one took me forever to figure out how to say. Analogous. So again, like I said, if you wanted to get colors that were all right next to each other, you may not want to go in the same value because that will still make it a little muddy, but jumping around in your values. So like this is super fun. This like bright poppy green, and then this like deep blue for the wall, and then kind of like an in-between for the couch. Like it blends so nicely. Like your eye goes like because like this is a different color from this, which is a different color from this, but they're all right next to each other. So if you want that kind of harmonious, like low contrast look, you could do analogous. So picking in the same three. And if you want that, like, if you want a low contrast look in that and you don't really care about the contrast and more of the like flow between the colors, kind of similar to an ombre effect, then you just pick the same value. Just pick the same value in those colors. Complementary. I feel like we all know complementary. I feel like that's like kind of an easy thing to like pick, or like the complementary colors. So like that would be purple and yellow, right? Blue and orange, red and green. Yeah, red and green, right? Yeah, right? Red and green? Yes. Like our complementary colors. So this is really fun because then you get that like high contrast, vibrant, bright. Like that's like a lot of like what we see in nature. Well, let me move that. That's like a lot of what we see in nature are like the complementary colors, especially like with flowers, trees, like that kind of like nature thing. Like even I feel like on insects, there tends to be a high contrast kind of thing. So like the complementary, not high contrast, a complementary color. I really like doing complementary and taking a flower and then like throwing in green. So if you wanted to do like this, like this is something that I would like love. I would love. This feels like a bouquet of flowers to me. Throwing in green in there. Even like that's like fun. That's really fun to me. Throwing green in there if you want it to look very floral. If you want that like very kind of natural look, throwing in a green in those complementary colors. Even throwing in like a natural if you want to like balance it out a little bit. If you don't want it to be so complementary, throwing in like a neutral color. So you could start there. You could start with just just pick complementary colors and maybe throw in a natural color. Throw in a green if you want like a nice floral look if you'd like. That's a really good place. I feel like that's like a basic. Like, I feel like we all like learn complementary colors at some point. So split complementary. Split complementary, I feel like, is a really fun one. And I think a common one in interior design, honestly. So thank you so much for the knowledge. I'm learning so much already. Yay! Hi, Becca. No worries. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. So split complementary would be, so like this is complementary, right? Oh, there we go. This is complementary. So yellow to purple. So instead, oops. Instead of going straight across, you want to pick the two that are just to the side of that complementary. And then this is kind of like the base, like the main, and then these are the accents, if you will. Like you could do that as the accent. You could really kind of just do all three of them together and balance them out equally. But this is like, that's like a really fun, contrasty, like split complementary combo. So that's something that you can do. This is, let's see. I do have purple, orange, and green. I feel like I would want like a lighter orange. Like that's like really fun. That's a really fun combo. Let me show you what this looks like. This is going to be on the replay, like this is recorded. So if you do miss anything, you can watch the replay. So you won't miss anything. It'll be here for you. Okay, let me pull this up so I'm sure that these colors look good. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's like something like this. And you can like move up and down again in the values to like make sure that you're getting something that you want. Like this orange, gosh, this orange is so bright. This orange is so bright. Let me do a different split complementary. So if I did like, I have these? I feel like I do. I have this, and this would be complementary here. Then I would do, oh, this pen or this marker. There we go. So then I would do like this orange and red with that like turquoisey color. Usually y'all could do that. This one. I wonder if this orange, I picked orange again. I wonder if this orange would look better. Or if I took a picture, if that would look good. I think that orange is still a little bright. My camera does not like orange. It doesn't like orange. That looks a little bit better though. Like that's like really fun. That's really fun, poppy. I don't know, this gives me kind of 90s vibes. Anything with this cyan gives me kind of 90s vibes. So split complementary would be really fun. That one is like, it's bright. It draws your eye in like different directions. Like, oh, I want to look at this color. Oh, and then this color. Oh, and then this color. Like this room for like the inspo pick. I love it. I love it. That one was one of my favorites. I want to do more like split complementary color palettes because that one's like one of my favorite. A camera after my sister's heart. Orange is her least favorite color. Really? Oh, I love orange. So I'm bummed that the camera like blows out my oranges. I need to figure out why. Okay, and then triadic. This is also something that's like very much in nature. I really like this one. I just put those together. Like the orange, like orange, purple, and green. Like that looks really nice. Let's see, what's another one? Oh my goodness. My little eraser is not working. Oh, sorry. It's probably shaking that. Okay, so we do, oh, that would be so fun. That's orange again. We did this one. there's 3 in between. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that yellow, red, and blue? So these are even around the wheel. So 3 in between, you basically make a triangle. I mean, like that's like the primary colors. Those are like your primary colors. You're planning on using orange for your next doll project? What's your next doll project, Erin? But that's why like these go well, so well together. Like so well together. That one's a really, really good one. That one's also a really good one. So you can take your wheel, just put a triangle. Grab those 3 colors and see what you like. Play with the values, go up and down in value. If you want like something a bit more contrasty, like pick the same steps in like the value. So like getting a really like soft bright yellow, and then like maybe a medium red orange, like a medium red, and then like a darker blue, like playing with values in that. And then tetradic. This one's fun too. This one I feel like is a bold kind of color like combo. This one I feel like is a bold color combo. If you want something that's like very poppy, very dynamic, very like just very artistic, really, pick one that's like the main focus. So I feel like there's a lot of blue. There's a lot of blue in this one, but you still have like, you have a different shade of blue here. You have some turquoise, orange, and then like red is very minimal. So like finding something and like finding 4 colors and then changing the amounts per color, that will kind of help to like balance out all of the different popping colors. So they're not all the same, not all the same amounts of colors. I really like the backdrop. Thank you, Roman. Good luck, Becca. And those are the basic like matchups. What are those called? Pairings. Matchups in the colors. Hi, Vivian. It's a boy in swim shorts. It's the Augustine powered by Lulu Compotine. Oh, nice. His shorts will be 2 colors. 1 color will be orange. Fun. So these are some tips that I've already gone through with your color palette. So paying attention to the values. So making sure like use that grayscale. Be sure that you have some contrast in there unless you want that like low contrast feel. Figuring out a mood. That's a really good place to start. Like, how do you want your project to feel? And then like choosing a neutral base. So that's why I have like this cream here. If you want like dynamic colors, like, I don't know, like this bright yellow and this blue, and then like having like a cream in there. If you want like, say you want like red and green even. Like I like red and green together, but I'm always afraid it's gonna look too Christmassy. Throwing in a neutral color in there. Like that would be helpful. Throwing in a neutral color can also just really balance out your project. If you feel as though like it's just too much color, you can throw in a couple of neutrals in there. So let me pull up some palettes. I had some really good ones that I loved. Like this palette here. This like mid-century modern palette. Like these kind of look very Christmassy. Then like you add like this dark blue and this like very like creamy neutral, and then an accent, and now this doesn't look like Christmas to me. Red and green, I'm always like nervous about like red and green, and then like adding in a neutral or adding in one more color can like help to kind of like negate that Christmas feeling. Even if you take out that orange and that dark blue, like I love that. That's nice to me. That doesn't give Christmas to me. And that's also like paying attention to the values of the green, like the shades of the green and the shades of the red. If you like those 2 colors together, like not picking like that bright red and then like that dark green, that like the typical like Christmas colors together. And like I really like beachy color palettes because you can get that neutral color very easily. Like these I'd say would be neutral colors. If you don't have these in there, then you just have those blues and greens. And then you add these neutral colors, more neutral colors in there, and then I feel like that sets the vibe. That completely changes the vibe, and I feel like it really just sets the vibe. The base color of your Disney Princess blanket is a soft baby blue. I love it. and it helps make the other colors pop, right? And it gives a kind of like, I like to consider it like a home for the colors, like just a nice like comforting base, a place to like rest your eyes from all of the color. Like this one. This one is a very like dynamic color palette. You take these out and you have that like purple, two cones of purple and an orange. Like that can be a very kind of like just very specific palette to like look at. But adding these neutral colors in there gives a nice break. Gives a nice like base for your eyes to go to. And then you can like hop around in the colors and you don't feel like tired looking at all the bright colors like all the time, the whole time. So that is that. That is the color palette cheat sheet. I want to add more examples in the next one, especially using a neutral color and like color palette ideas and just more tips on like finding color palettes and creating color palettes. I may even go to the hardware store and grab some swatches and just like we can just play with colors and get ideas. And like when you're at the yarn store and you're like, hey, like I want like a beachy vibe, I want a foresty vibe, like what color to grab first, like what color to add as your base, what color to add as accents, like that kind of thing. I really love to like keep playing with colors with y'all. I'm currently doing the hair and face of Ariel. For the hair, I have to use a bright red and a darker red to create shading. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. They're flying here. That makes sense. And having that like nice neutral background, I feel like is really, really good. Yay! Yay! I hope that y'all learned something. I feel like even I learned a couple of things just doing that. But I'm still very, very new, very, very new to learning colors and like why certain colors work, why certain colors don't work with each other, and like figuring out base colors and neutral colors and figuring out colors to help like bring my idea together, like actually create a foundation as well as just like a connection with all of the colors that I want. Like I really like colors. I really like bright, fun, poppy colors. But I also want to experiment more with like combining more everyday colors, especially in wardrobe, so that I'm not making something that's too bright to wear, too colorful to wear. Yeah, Sharon, of course. Yay! Yay! All right, friends, we missed some water breaks. So, water break, cheers. I think we missed two. There's one that just happened. I'm really hoping that this is helpful for y'all. If you haven't grabbed that color palette cheat sheet, make sure you grab it. Thanks, that's helpful for adding Australian seasons to holidays. Australian seasons to holidays. How do you mean? How do you mean, Trish? Like, what would be a color palette for Halloween, but in the spring? Like, would you do brighter oranges as opposed to like deep dark oranges, like what we would normally do for fall? Like, I feel like for our Halloween palettes, it would be like orange, like a deep orange, a deep green, like just very deep colors. Do you more like lean towards brighter colors? All right, friends, let's crochet. Let's do some crocheting and chit chat colors. What is in y'all's hook? What is in y'all's cup? It's winter in Australia right now, right? LL. Yeah, it's winter in Australia right now. Halloween is in the spring. It's so funny because when Trish was first talking about, what were you talking about? And I was like, oh my gosh, right, you're in the southern hemisphere. So like what is a spring Halloween color palette? I want to look that up. Spring Halloween. Spring Halloween color palette. Whoa. Why does this feel like a blend of Easter and Halloween? Wow. Like a bright Halloween. Like pastel-y. Witchy pastels. So our Christmas is based on the American winter and Halloween is American autumn. So like, cause this is fun. Like this. Like that's a fun color palette for like a springy Halloween. That's a really fun color palette. Ooh, and then this one was one of the first ones that popped up. It was like witchy pastels. Cause it's fun because I feel like I still feel the Halloween vibe, but it's bright. Very, very bright. Hi board, how are you? Are you doing orange and purple for the swim trunks? Or are you saying that for Halloween? Cheers, Vivian. How are you doing? Oh, I need to grab my hook. Oh, I should have done that before putting this on. 4.5. Wait. Oh, there it is. How you ended up all the way in the back. I am going to continue working on my knot pillow. Oops. Continue working on my knot pillow because this is going to take a minute and I want to try to make some headway. What are y'all working on? What have y'all been working on during the live stream? What have you been drinking? I'll say nothing because I missed all of the water breaks. Hi Annette, how are you? This is the Knot Pillow by Kiara's Hooks. This was our featured pattern last week. I really like the colors that I picked for this one. I'm stash busting. It's not something that I would normally put together, but it's very much giving 90s. I really like it. How have you been, Annette? You're working on a bunting and coffee in your cup. Nice, Trish. So what is something that y'all think about first when choosing your colors? Do you think about the mood that you want for your project? Do you just kind of take the inspiration from the designer and pick those same colors? Do you look at a picture and take inspiration from that? Let's do a poll. What you or how do I oh there we go. Sorry, how do I phrase this? How do you start using colors for your project? Or yeah, I guess so. How do you start choosing colors for your project. Pick a mood. Match the designers. Look at inspo pics. Or just like follow, like like Taylor said, follow your heart. Or like just go with the vibe. We'll put that. Go with, no, I won't be specific. I really like follow your heart. I'm gonna say follow my heart. So how do you start choosing colors for your project? You pick a mood, match the designer's colors, look at inspo pics, or just follow your heart. If you do something else, let me know in the comments. Ooh, I like picking colors for the season the project is for. Nice. I think about what I want the item to say. In what way? Oh, go eat dinner, hun. Or like you could eat while you're watching. Pork chop on your plate. Oh, that sounds good. Water in your cup, pork chop. All are welcome. I'm a mix of mood and inspo photos. I try to pick based on the person's favorite color. All right, because you make a lot of things for people. Or just what makes sense for what I'm making, like green for a lovey blanket part to give a meadow vibe. All the above, just depends on the project. I feel like my first instinct when I start a project, because most of the time I'm making things just for myself, I think of like how I want to feel. Do I want to feel like awake, bright, energized? Or do I want to feel like calm, cool, collected? Like the blanket, the Briar blanket by Bella Coco. Yeah, I think by Bella Coco. I want that one to match our room, which is a very like desert vibe. But I want the blanket specifically to be very like cool and calm. So I picked like a slate kind of blue green. It ended up being like a slatey sage. It's a very like soft, calm color. And that was like the vibe. I feel like I tend to go by vibe, like how I want to feel. Especially like I tend to lean heavy in nostalgia. I'm like, I want to feel nostalgic when I'm working on this, or I want to feel like I want to like heal my inner child. I want to like feel like a kid when I'm looking at this project, or when I'm like sitting under this blanket or wearing this thing. Like, I think the reason I really like to wear bright colors is because it's very energizing. It makes me feel very awake. It makes me feel very happy and like lifts my mood. As soon as I wear a bright color or a bold color, I immediately feel better. Immediately feel better. I feel like I tend to go by vibe. I don't look at a lot of inspo pics, but I feel like I'm gonna do that more, especially starting that color palette board. Like I'll look at color palettes and inspo pics more. And I can't just follow my heart. I can't just like, I'm just gonna pick these colors. I don't trust myself. I think too much on it. I really do. And then sometimes I'll match the designers. If I really like it, if I really like the vibe, then I'll try to pick colors that match the designers. Yeah. I feel like I hardly ever pick the designers. It just depends. I'll even pick something close. Like if it's a bright, fun, poppy color, then I might even just pick something close to that. I might even do that. Like even this was kind of just like, why did you get tangled up in here? This was just because it was in my stash. But I put these three colors together just because it gave me kind of a nostalgic look, like feel, especially the blue and the orchid together. It's like this blue and pink kind of remind me of like of Pop Tarts, of the wild berry Pop Tarts. Oh, not the wild berry. Is it the wild berry? One with white, blue, and pink sprinkles on top? I think that's the wild berry Pop Tart. Yeah. This color combo just reminds me of the 90s. And then I just wanted like a darker one to kind of add a bit of contrast, a bit more contrast. So I picked that purple one. Like not purple. This is orchid plum. I picked the plum one. So when I started crocheting, it was granny square and was in like pastel and brass color with cream to make a blanket, but only started about 3 squares and gave up. Oh no, why? Did you not like the colors? Pastel and brass and cream. Did you not like the colors? How come you stopped? Or was it like too much to do granny squares? I feel like I also find myself taking my time more in stores picking colors. I wish that more online stores did this or online retailers did this. I really like that Premiere has like that palette feature. So you can take yarn and put it together in a palette and like see them next to each other. I think that's such a great idea. I think it's such a good feature to have that because then I can like that's how I planned the colors for the New Year New Blanket. Was like I could put all the colors in. I ran through so many colors. I can put all the colors in and then like and have them side by side and then see what it'll look like. That's how I picked the colors for like the flower tapestry blanket that I'm working on. That's how I picked the colors for that. And like then I was able to see a bit more of the contrast. And Premiere I feel like has a good I think that is good. Like pretty accurate. Like the colors that you select are the colors you're gonna get. I feel like Premiere is really, really good. Except for when it comes to like the brightness of a color. I feel like the only issues that I have come across was picking colors that ended up being kind of like neon-y once I saw them in person. And it's like they kind of captured it in the photos of the yarn on their sites, but not entirely. Oh, the thought of sewing them together was too much. Oh no, Trish. Yes. Oh my gosh. Why doesn't everyone let you compare side by side? Yeah. Like I wish that every site let you compare side by side because then you can see the difference between even like some of the colors that are the same, like the difference between the shades of green. Like sometimes if you're just looking and you're like, I see these, but not really, then you can pull it out of the color splotching that's there on the site and see it by itself or see it just those two greens. Let me see just these two greens next to each other. Let me see this green with this orange and like check the vibe before buying. I feel like I have to throw everything in the cart and then kind of zoom in on the thumbnails that they have for the cart and then like check my palette. I wish that I could do that before putting everything in my cart because that comparison is just so nice. It's so, so nice. I'm really surprised that like Lion Brand and Hirschner's don't have that feature. At least from what I last saw, they didn't have that feature. I'm really surprised that they don't. It's something that I really, really appreciate about Premiere. So sometimes I'll even go on Premiere and pick similar colors If I'm like shopping online brand, I'll pick similar colors in Premiere, put them next to each other, just so that I can use that feature because it's so good. All right, it's 2026. Vivian, yes, when I go yarn shopping, I take skeins from all to compare colors. Yeah, I'm like, I put everything in my basket and I just like move colors around. And I'm moving around in the light because the light isn't always that great in stores. And I'm moving around and trying to figure out like, does this look good? Is the contrast good? And then if I just can't figure it out, then I like video call my husband. So sneak peek for we're gonna make granny squares and make a drawstring pouch. Fun, Trish! Oh my gosh, that is so fun. I can't wait to see that. Are these something that you're making for market or just for yourself? I really can't wait to have this knot pillow done. Oh my goodness. I also think like when I was first starting out and trying to pick colors, I was just picking some of my favorite colors. Like for a long time, I loved blue and yellow together. Everything was blue and yellow. And then for a while, I really liked pink and purple together. I just put pink and purple together all the time. My first blanket that I made was yellow and gray. I went through a phase where I loved yellow and gray together. And what else? A lot of stuff with gray. Like I was getting close to picking like bright colors and a neutral. I feel like I was getting really close. But I just picked like heather gray. Heather gray had a hold on me. And I would put it with any color. Yellow especially. Purple. What else? Blue. I definitely put it with blue. I used to have so much gray. I used to have so much gray. And I was really nervous because I really liked yellow and orange, but I was really nervous of putting colors with them, like colors together with the yellow and with the orange. Oh, I still do that. I see some yarn and it wants to come home with me. I know I'm really trying my best not to. I was stuck with so many different like shades of green because I went through a phase, well, I think I'm still in it, where I really, really like green and everything green. And I would just pick up green. Anytime I went to the store, I would just grab like a couple skeins of that green color. I would say now it's leaning heavy in corals and pinks. I think anytime I go, I'm like, okay, like you don't have a project for that. Like don't grab it just because you like the color. I have coral in my shelf that I only bought 2 skeins of. And I knew it. I was like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, that was one of those buys, wasn't it? I just like the color, so I bought 2. Like that was doing that for a really long time. I like the color, so I just buy 2. Oh, this color's so pretty. I'll buy 2. And I have no idea, no plan, no nothing in mind for it. I'm just like, I like this color combo. I like this color combo. Let me do it. What are some of y'all's like favorite colors? What are your go-to colors? Like you're starting a project. What is your go-to color? The first color to come to mind. For me, it's orange. Anything in like the orange family. That's what comes to mind. Especially for wearables. The first thing is orange. Oh, can I get like maybe a variety of orange? Oh, you love pinks? Mm-hmm. Monica. Hi, Monica. Peach. Peach is a good one. I think a helpful guide would be how to pick a color to go with a variegated multicolor yarn. Ooh, that would be really nice. Like I don't have a lot of experience with that. My like instinct whenever I see a variegated yarn and I want to get a complementary color is to pick one of the colors in the variegation that I want to be the grounding color or a neutral. So I had like this. So say for example like this. So many colors and I wanted to like I made a sweater out of this and I want the cuffs to be a solid color. I might actually pick this like lighter green or green is like a really good like neutral color. Maybe this like pinkish purple. Like I get tired of that quickly. I feel like that doesn't truly give my eyes a point to rest. Yeah, I think the green. The green is what I'd go with. Oh, Erin, you're drawn to yellows? My weakness is sparkle yarn. Trish, really? Vivian, I have projects that look like scrap projects, so buying 2 skeins of a colors that I save from a boring life on the shelf. LOL, it works for me. I love it, Vivian. My favorite colors are fall colors. My brain sees that and is like, oh, that will make a beautiful beanie. I love it. So y'all just grab it. Y'all just grab the color. You grab that skein. I love it. Yeah, I feel like that's like the basic. I feel like it depends on how many colors there are. So like the Jovi cardigan, I picked 6 colors and a dark green and like a bone color as my neutral. I really do love the colors I picked. So like depending on the variegation and the number of colors, you could just throw in a neutral color or pick a color out of the variegation. And I think Tony has a really good video on picking color palettes. I really do like it. I really, really like it. And I think that's actually what she says about variegated colors. Pick either a neutral or pick a color in the variegation. Like that's like a really good place to start. So this is me looking at all my colors, my variegated yarn. Oh, that's a good one. That's like very speckly. It has a neutral color in it. So like this, for example. This one, because it already has a neutral color in it, that's grounding all of the like specklies, I would pick something that is similar to that neutral color. Because then I feel like I can bring that neutral forward, but still have the fun speckled colors, but I still get like a nice little break for my eyes. Like I would absolutely bring that neutral forward. If I want to make the colors more bold, then I would pick a color in here. Like I might pick the red, that like red in there, or the blue and the green would be like more relaxing. Or the pink. Maybe I'd pick the pink in here. Yeah. But my instinct would be to go with the neutral. Go with the neutral so that I have like a nice base. And then the speckly colors, the bright speckled colors, are the accent. Does that make sense, Max? Let's see, what other ones? Ooh. This this one, I might pick one of the colors in here because there's already so much neutral that I would absolutely pick probably this one, probably this one. Probably like this orange red here because there's already so much neutral in here. My instinct would be to go here. Grab this as a color to complement it. But I would use this as like, this is the main piece and this is like a trim. So if I had this and I was making a sweater or a wearable, I would use this color as the accent or like the cuff. If I wanted something a bit more chill, then I would pick the blue. But I would definitely want something that pops. So I would pick this orange, ooh, or this purple. Or this purple in here. Welcome back, Becca. What other ones do I have? Oh my gosh. I just want to like look at all of my like variegated colors. So this one's fun because there isn't really a neutral in here. It's all like, it's yellow, red, pink, orange. There's a lot of yellow. So I probably wouldn't pick yellow. I would probably pick that like, oh, if I could match it, I would probably pick this pink that's in here to kind of bring that forward. So I feel like that's kind of grounding the yellow, orange, and red. So I might try to pick that pink if I could match it. I'd have to match it like exactly to bring that pink forward. Have anything very similar to the pink? This is the closest, but it's not quite, like not quite pink enough. It's a bit too brown. Very, very, very pale. Very pale pink. That or a very soft yellow. Very, very soft yellow on the outside. Like this yellow. I might pick that. Love that orange color, my fave. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. If I wanted it to be like a pop of color, I'd probably pick the red. I'd probably pick the red in here. If I wanted to like, say I was making a bag or a scarf with this color, like with this yarn, then I could do the accents in that red and it would make the red in the main piece pop. So it would depend on like the vibe that you want. Do you want the focus to be the variegated yarn? So all the colors within that variegated yarn? Or do you want the focus to be like, do you just want the variegated yarn to be an accent? To be like the party part of your piece? And then just go from there. So like this, for example, I would want the colors to be the accent, to be like the party part of the piece, and then have this neutral kind of give it a break. Versus this one, I would want, or yeah, this one I'd want to be the center, the focus. And then that green being just like a nice little accent. So like the inverse. So with this one, I would mostly use the neutral in it. And then this is just like, oh, that's kind of a fun color. Those are like fun little poppy accent colors. This one, oh, wow, that's a bright, fun sweater. And then like the cuffs are just like an accent. So two completely different vibes in picking colors, picking like an accent color to go with it. Like tears, I thought, oh no, I hate when that happens. And I think for like large variegated, depends on how much the color comes through. And again, the vibe that you want. If you want the variegation to be the focus or the accent, the focus or like the party, like the little like pops, like the pops of color, then you pick what color to go with it. Because I feel like if I put If I put like a red with this one, ooh, I feel like that would, I don't know, would that draw? I feel like that would draw my focus to this. I feel like it would be like, oh wow, look at all of those colors. I really think so. And that red would really pop out of here. But the neutral, I feel like, would then give equal amount of attention to all the colors. If that makes sense. I feel like I want to pair, I want to do more variegated pairings with like simple colors. I feel like I just pick some colors that go well together, and then I just go with that. I just stick with that. I stick with that, and variegated colors. I don't know if it scares me so much as I think like, what am I gonna do with all that color? Like the really, really bright ones like this. I feel like I want to make a loose hexagon cardigan because then I feel like a butterfly or a rainbow. But I don't know. And I think it's because like Alexis got this for me. I don't know if I would have picked this out myself because I would have been too afraid. Like I love that she got this for me because like now that I have it, I'm really happy. But I don't know if I would have been brave enough to get it myself. If that makes sense. And then same with this. Like this is from Sarah and Kelly. I probably still would pick this up just because it's kind of toned down. There's a lot of neutral in this. So I might have picked this up because I feel like I could pair colors with it very easily. I can like figure out a quick and easy project with this. Like I would have no trouble finding something to do with this one. So I might like pick it up even just for funsies. But this, I would be like, oh gosh, like what? What can I make with this? What can I pair with it? What should I do? But now that I have it, I'm like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go bright and bold. We're just gonna dive right in. We're just gonna dive right in. For my dino, I picked one of the colors in the variegated yarn to act as a constant, and I think it worked really well. Do you have pictures of it? Or did you say you can't? Right, you said you can't post it because you're not sure if they're a member, right? Alexis challenged you with those colors, huh? She did. She did. And I'm really happy to have them. I want to make either like a really bright, fun, rainbowy shawl or a sweater. I just can't decide. Yeah, it's very, very happy colors. I really like it. I really, really like it. Do y'all tend to shy away from variegated colors or do you dive right in? Let's do a new poll. Do you shy away from variegated yarns? Or I'll just say, I'll do this. I'll say, how do you feel about variegated? There we go. Variegated yarns. I tend to shy away. We'll say like not my thing. Not really my thing. I love them. And this is just like a general sense, not like a depends on the project kind of thing, but like a general sense. Like generally variegated yarns, I tend to shy away from. I know that I would love a variegated yarn for my socks. So like not a depends on the project type vibe, just a general sense of variegated yarn. I think that's it. I tend to shy away. Not really my thing. I love them. Yeah, we'll go with those three. I think so. Do I want to go with those three? I'll put other. So if you want to tell me how else you feel, you can let me know. But not thinking about like projects. Oh, well, it depends on the project. Not that. Like just general. That was supposed to be contrast, yeah. Oh, yeah, right? Did I not? Oh, as the contrast, got it. I'll have to wait to share it, but I did get it finished. Yeah? How do you feel about it? A summer shawl? That's what I'm thinking, Trish. Something for like the cool summer nights. Variegated yarn already chose the color palette. Oh, true. It takes the guesswork out of it. It definitely takes the guesswork out of it. I feel like a lot of folks tend to lean heavy, especially for blankets. It takes the guesswork out. Like, I really like Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle cakes because those color combos are fun. Those are really fun. And then even I feel like that's why I'm having so much trouble with the Karen Umber. I feel like that's why I'm having so much trouble with it because I don't typically buy variegated yarn. Like I'm looking at my stash and there's no variegated yarn in my shelf. There's one variegated yarn at the top of my shelf and it's that Umber. And then any other variegated yarn that I have was gifted or I won it in a contest. Is that true? Actually, now I'm really thinking about it. Wait, really? Oh, except for this, except for my doodad blanket. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I was either gifted or I won it in a basket. I didn't buy it myself. Oh, this I bought myself. This I bought myself, but that's because it's for a specific project. So like the project is a cute little like handbag, like project bag, and they had examples so I could see what it looked like, and I liked this variegation. I feel like it's still kind of like if I could have done that bag in a solid color, I probably would have. But I really like this yarn and like the colorways that they had. So I picked this one. But I think I would have picked a solid color. I feel like I would have. He's adorable and I wish I didn't hate making it so much so I could make more. Oh no, because it was all the pieces, right? It had a lot of pieces. Yeah, I think all of the variegated yarn I have was gifted to me. Oh, except for that. Except for this rainbow connection. But again, I bought it for socks. So I feel like it doesn't count. Because socks I feel like can be so fun. Color Fusion is one of my favorite yarns. Is that what this is? Or what's Color Fusion? Let me check. Color Fusion. Ooh. Oh, Premier Color Fusion. Wait, I really like this. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. Let me send this. Let me send a link for this. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Color Fusion. Especially their DK. Does it only come in DK? Oh, this is so fun. Okay, let me send y'all a link. Why have I never seen this before? It's 100% acrylic. How much comes in each bundle? I can't go yarn shopping, not yet. We still have a few weeks. 325 yards. That's a good amount. Because I want to start making mosaic blankets with a solid color and a variegated color. Just to like play. Keela, how are you? Like I want to play with mosaic pieces with a variegated yarn and either control the colors, like do like control coloring, kind of like what Mars? I think Mars, you made that blanket? I don't know if Mars is still here. I tend to stick, hi buddies mom. I tend to stick with my faves, cool blues, greens, and purples. It's hard for me to get away from them unless I'm making gifts, which I do a lot. Ooh, this is very calm colors. I used it to make a baby blanket and it was so nice. Oh, this one, this color fusion? There's a chunky color fusion as well. Depends on the project. Michelle, I just said. Not depends on the project. What is like your general state of mind with variegated yarn? Look at this yarn, y'all. Wow. Wow, wow. Which one is my, ooh. Wait, ooh. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Is it? It is. This is the Tetratic color combo that was in that's in the color palette cheat sheet. This one. It's that Tetratic one. This was called Painted Desert. Hey, those colors look so nice together. Those are so fun. I like this one too, the saltwater taffy. Oh my goodness. Oh, Prism is fun. Like that's like a berry go-to. Cactus Bloom. Oh, these are all so fun. This one reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Does that not remind y'all of Scooby-Doo? This color palette. That yarn in Prism, Mary Maxim. Oh. How did you like it, Mags? Thank you for the recommendations, Kathleen. I'm gonna step out of like my comfort zone with that. But I really do want to, especially with mosaic crochet, because I feel like I could have a lot of fun with the color changing on the background and like a neutral on top. I love to look at it, but then overthink about the color changes, so I stay away. Oh no. I mean, like, the color changes are really important to me. Is it going to be a stark color change or are we like blending? Which is why, what is her name? Chromatic. Like, I want to get, and probably like starting out with one of my wedding photos as inspiration because my color palette for my wedding was spot on. I might start with that, but Chromatic, is it never Chromatic Cake Works. So she does a true blend, a true gradient. So she blends, like she spins or applies, I guess, applies strands of thread together and changes the color one strand at a time. So it's a true like change, true color change little by little. So then you don't get those like harsh lines of color, those harsh like color changes. Let me send y'all her profile. I want to get a custom cake made with one of our wedding photos. Let me see, where is it? Here we go. Tabitha, how are you? Turned out really nice. It's really pretty and was very soft. Really do like Premier's yarns. I'd pick a dark blue for that variegated. For which one? I showed a few. I use color fusion a lot for mosaics. See, that's why like I really like it when folks use like a variegated color for their secondary color for mosaic. I really want to do that when I play with mosaic more. It makes me so excited. It makes me so excited to use mosaic colors. Hi, Kayleen. How are you? Are you live or is this a replay? This is live. We are live. Hi Zara, how are you? It turned out nice, I think, Max. I would. Do you have more? Was your blanket variegated? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let me see. We are live and alive, Kayleen. How are you doing? Let me check your profile, Kathleen. I feel like you have posted that before. I think this one's your mosaic stuff is so nice. Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah. This one is a variegated yarn, and so is that one. That just was so incredible. So pretty. The Christmas tree one. Oh, so pretty, Kathleen. So, so pretty. Yeah, the blanket. Yeah. Oh, that was the Maui color? Oh. So this was that. This was the color fusion. So pretty. See, those harsh lines don't even look bad. Not harsh lines, I shouldn't say it like that. But like the color changes, it's like the immediate color changes, not the gradient. Not look bad at all. And you picked a really good base color. I think that that really helps. You picked a great base color. Looks so good. I want to do way more. I want to do more mosaics so bad. I haven't even finished my first one. And then did you do it? Did you control the color? Or did you do it also in your sweater, Kathleen? I'm on Yarn Over Hook, so I might as well do Yarn Over Hook check. If you are not on Yarn Over Hook yet, Yarn Over Hook is a free online community for crocheters to create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from all over the world. You can find inspiration, free resources, ask questions, post photos of what you're working on. We would love to have you and see what you were making. You can join at yarnoverhook.com. Okay, let me see. Let me go home. I haven't checked Yarn Over Hook at all. Oh no, Deja. I think Deja did the mosaic one. The name of the stitch, but I have to yarn over 6 times for some reason. Can't get the last loop. It does not look like this, and it's driving me nuts. Ah. Yeah. What Riri said. Fun. Cute. Have y'all played Name That Stitch yet? Thank you so much, Mags, for allowing us to use your soap sock. The sweater was the Prism yarn and no color pulling. Oh no, I didn't mean color pull. Did you control the color? But it was with Prism. Let me check Prism. That one's the Mary Maxim, right? Prism Mary Maxim. Oh, that's pretty. Is this Taylor? Is this the one that you're using for your doodad? Scratch the yarn and see what you won. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, that's so fun. Okay, so MJ used this in her sweater pattern, the same one that you did, Kathleen. Wow, this is really pretty. I feel like this is what Michael's wishes their yarn was, because this looks like a single ply. Wow, that blanket looks really fun. Yeah, I've got to do some mosaic with color changing yarn. I just gotta, let me share this with y'all. You can see the prism yarn as well. There we go. Okay, it's no color controlling. It looks so good. So second, you get pictures of some of my others. I think they might work as well. Thank you so much, Max. Let me try and guess this one. Because a lot of the ones that Romans posts, I can't guess because it's my work. So let me guess this one. Oh. Okay, let me see if I'm right. Okay. Yes! I love the look of that stitch. That was a good pick. That's a good pick for a Soap Sack Mags. Who else? Did anybody else get the name that stitch right? Anybody's guess was right today for name that stitch? I feel like that's a stitch that I am still not so much still working on recognizing, but it's the newest one in my like toolbox. You guessed correctly, Michelle? I really like that stitch too. It looks so fancy. It does. Last one, I guess, was the moss stitch. Oh, for the last one that you played? Oh, water break. Cheers. Unclaw your hands, unshrimp your pastas. What's your guess for today's? Yeah, I've used that before on another project. Ah, see, I've only used it one time. I'm trying to think. I think I've only used that stitch one time, and that was for the basket. A trick to like, oh no, because that's not even in the third loop. Well, it is at the back. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually done a project with that stitch. I feel like I should because I actually really like it. Warm tea break for you today? Oh, that sounds lovely. That sounds very cozy. Oh no, wait. Ugh, I did that way too tight. Can I get away with it? No, not really. Way too tight. I really like textured stitches too. I really do. Especially since most of my projects are solid colors. I feel like adding that texture adds that oomph, adds that extra like pizzazz that's like lacking because it's all solid colors. It's all very like simple solid colors. Completely agree. Yeah. That's a really nice like really nice pizzazz. What's your favorite textured stitch? I mean, mine is a bobble stitch. That's my favorite textured stitch. But I think I've grown very fond of the front post popcorn stitch. I've grown very fond of the front post popcorn stitch. Oh no. Oh, so you're trying to warm up? Gosh, I feel like the weather is all over the place. We had, it was cold and rainy. It ended up cold and rainy at the beach on Sunday, but it's 95 today. And it's almost 100 tomorrow. And it was hot yesterday. It's very weird. Weather has been very weird. It's like it took a break. Like the sun was like, hold on, let me just go take like a quick potty break and I'll be back on Monday. Like it was hot Friday. I don't think it was very hot on Saturday. And it was very cold on Sunday. And then it was super hot again on Monday. So I hope that you're able to warm up, Kayleen. When I use pattern yarn, I usually use a basic stitch. Yeah, I completely agree. I think I feel like it depends on the project though, because using this variegated yarn, it depends on the yarn. If the yarn changes color frequently, then like using a basic stitch I think is the best. If it's a slow change, a very slow change, then I think having textured stitches is a fun way to like add to that like slow change of color, because then you have a quick, like that quick pizzazz changing of the textures, but a slow change of the color. Does that make sense? Basically, I'm thinking of like my doodad blanket with the Meowth color. I have a sock pattern I will share in yarn over hook later. I want to make it, but I need 4-ply wool. A crochet sock pattern? It's not usually cold here. It's just the wind that makes it cold. Ah, a windy day. Windy and chilly at work. Okay. Wait, I did make that mistake. I wasn't supposed to do that there. I was supposed to do, and I kept catching myself on stitches when I was doing this. Oh man, that's like all the way around. Oh no, it's right here. Phew, it's not too much. That this is technically that. This is joined rounds. So how was I doing that? How was I joining like this? That's what I was doing. Yes. Okay, there we go. Ooh, please share, Trish. I'd love to see. Have to agree, color change yarn can be tricky. Yes, because variegations are different. Yes. Yeah. Hi Zara, I'm working on the knot pillow. It's a pattern by Kiara's Hooks. Let me put it. It was pattern 6. Last week was 6, yeah. Yeah, I'm working on the knot pillow. What is in your cup today, Zara? What's on your hook? Yeah, variegated yarn can be kind of tricky. Like, that suggestion to use variegated yarn for beginners, I feel like that's a very broad tip because it depends on the variegated yarn. Because the idea is that you'll be able to see your stitches better. It's not going to blend in with all the other stitches around it. It's going to stand out. But that depends on the variegated yarn. What you're saying is you want fast color changing yarn so that maybe every 2-3 stitches your yarn is changing color. It's very quick changing. Because not all variegated yarns treated the same. It's not the same. Isn't it so fun, Zara? Yeah, it looks so easy and he explains it so well. He also is another one that hold the yarn in the same hand as the hook. Oh, is he? Oh, fun. I'll have to look at that tutorial. I think it might be confusing for a beginner. Oh, no. This is for me. I don't sell my stuff. Yeah, like I feel like I that's why I don't agree. Tube yarn I agree with. Yarn that doesn't split, absolutely, sure. But variegated yarn, I just I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh yay! I can't wait to see Trish. I'll open it. Open it here. Which pattern do you say? How do you mean? I like Alexis's idea to use I-cord as a good beginner yarn because you don't have to worry about pilling. You can use a large hook, or not pilling, splitting. You can use a large hook, and like I feel like you don't really have to worry about tension at that point. You can just worry about like the motions of crocheting and making a stitch, where to enter to make the stitch, how to make the stitch. I feel like it cuts out a few of the things that you have to watch for with like learning how to crochet with regular worsted weight yarn or something. I'll have to try that with a beginner using I-cord, crocheting with I-cord, or even like macrame cotton cord, something just very thick. Well, that one I feel like could split. Yeah, I'd have to try I-cord. Until they understand the anatomy of the stitches, they should use an easy to work with yarn. I agree. I agree. I feel like non-splitting yarn would be really, really good. That's a really good place to start. So either tube yarn. The tube yarn I feel like has gotten expensive because of woobles. T-shirt yarn I feel like it's hard to work with because it's not very easy to pull. I-cord I think with a really big yarn that would be fine. And I feel like the stitch definition is really good. And Alexa said that her student who was struggling with crocheting, as soon as she started crocheting with I-cord, she got it immediately. She understood. Or any blown yarn. Blown yarn? What are you teaching her with, Kayleen? Sarah, difficult stitches. I don't know. I feel like the most difficult thing isn't so much the stitch as it is getting the tension right to make the stitch look right. Oh, let me go check it out. You do acrylic, just regular like worsted acrylic yarn. Oh, those are fun. Off the chain with Jack. Those are fun, Trish. Yeah, be sure to save that for Sockathon. Oh my gosh, I want to teach too, but I don't know if I know enough to teach someone. I think if you're confident in the basics, you could teach the basics. But I feel like teaching definitely is an art. It definitely is an art. The level of patience, being able to really explain and walk through what it is you're doing, the whys, understanding the why you're doing what you're doing. There's no gauge at all. How do you mean? Hmm? BK weight or number 3? Do acrylic, DK weight, or number 3? Oh, you're teaching her with a smaller yarn. How's it going? As I pay it forward? Oh, that's sweet. Loose fibers blown into a mesh casing. Okay, so I feel like that would be too textured to see the stitches though. Like, wouldn't that offer, like, I think I have blown yarn. I feel like that would be a lot of texture. And like, it will make the stitches fuzzy. No, he says you measure. Oh, so it's, oh, okay, so it's made to measure. That's why. Okay, so it's made to measure. Oh, fun. I'm gonna look at that pattern. We'll have to save it for Sockathon, Trish. Keeping a beginner's mind with something you're experienced with is always a fun challenge. I agree. I agree. There have been several times where I'm teaching crochet and somebody asks me a question and I'm like, I never thought of it like that and never thought about how I would explain that to somebody who has never picked up a hook. And it's always fun to like, so math nerd here. One of my favorite things in math class in high school was doing proofs. I really, really liked doing proofs because I liked being able to see how I got to where I got. And if somebody asked me, how did you get there? I could explain it immediately. I was able to explain it. And it made me feel as though I could teach it. Like, oh, if somebody has like, if my buddy has trouble with this, I'm able to prove well enough how I got here that I can articulate that and translate that to teach somebody else. I really liked proofs in math. Very much so. So any opportunity that I have to explain to somebody something that I am in the position where I have the more knowledge than they do of it, I'm very excited. That's why I love teaching. I love teaching. I love being asked, wait, but how do you get there? And then being made to like, oh, I gotta go through every single step of how I got here. And then when they get it, and it's like that feeling of like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to explain it. And then if they don't get there or they get close, then it's like, okay, so how can I shift this around to make it make sense so that they can get there? And then it's fun for me to watch to try to see if I did it right and if they can get there, like get to that point. Like, yes, I really like teaching. She's currently mastering slip knots. She has got chain stitch down. Fun. She could make Roman skinny scarf. So she already can make a pattern. She's only 9. Her mom is invested in helping her, which is wonderful. She wants to do amigurumi. So cute. Aww. Sweetie, that is so awesome. Yeah, it can be fuzzy depending on the fiber or the mesh. Interesting. I'll have to look at more blown yarn. So I've only seen the super, super fuzzy kind, but that tube might be helpful in preventing like splitting. I love teaching. I love teaching crochet. I really love teaching crochet. When Alexis and I were teaching at a library and like there were folks who got it, it was such a moment. It was such a moment of like, oh my gosh, like I get it. I'm doing the things. Yes, that makes sense. Or even folks are like, I don't understand this. And having to switch gears, having to switch my brains and switch tactics and figure out a different way to explain the same thing. I feel like I can explain how to do a single crochet probably 6 different ways. To be honest, I feel like I could. I feel like I could explain how to do single crochet 6 different ways. I might have to try later and see. Hi, Vi. Oh my gosh, you're still live? Oh, hey girl, I'm making my star sweater, still sewing in all the ends. Ugh, color changing sucks. What you're making? Oh no. How many color changings do you have? How many ends do you have to weave in? Boo. I am working on the knot pillow that we started last week's summer stash bash. I'm working on that. Oops. I really wanted to get done with this checker, like this row of checkers. That's what I'm working on. I'm on the last round, and then I'll have this row of checkers done. So it's not right. I need to make sure that my insides are still good. I'm so excited for her, opening up a world of possibilities for her. Like me, she has ADHD. That is so cool. That is so, so cool, Kayleen. Isn't that feeling just amazing? Love it. Please keep us updated on how she's doing. Nice. So it's two colors, both in big twists. It's the really nice hot pink and neon green. Again, oh yeah, by Hopey Dope. I'm not sponsored by her. I can't wait to see it finished by. So Kayleen, does she want to do plushies or amigurumi? Yay, Trish! Remember for 8 months? Thank you so much. So glad I found this community. I'm glad that you found this too, Trish. Thank you so much. Thank you. Plushies, fun. And I feel like that's like the gateway for a lot of like the newer crocheters these days. Plushies. Like plushies are the gateway. I'm not mad about it. Crocheting is crocheting is crocheting. We're getting there. We're getting longer. I'm really, really glad. I almost frogged this. Like I think I was to maybe like this point, like almost done with the first checkers. And then I was gonna frog it because the stitches aren't very tight. Like if I were to just put polyfill in here, the polyfill will come out a little bit. But then Alexis said to fill a nylon stocking and put it in here. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm hoping that I can find one long enough. I feel like if I stretch it out long enough, fill it with polyfill and tie it a knot, it'll stay that stretched. Maybe. We'll have to play with it. Or I'll just have to get something like extra tall. I really check out the colors, absolutely beautiful. It's like more than 10 strands on each star panel. Whoa, really? Wait, did you post a picture on Yarn Over Hookfly? Or are you talking about Hopey Dopes? The colors sound awesome, but that color changing doesn't. That doesn't sound awesome. Oh, right, you can't. Yeah, you're following like her color scheme. Okay, let me look it up. The Star Sweater by Hopey Dope. Hopey Dope. Oh! And you said, yeah, that is a lot of color changing. A lot of color changing. Hot pink and neon green. That's gonna look so good. That's gonna look really, really good. I really love Hopey Dopes patterns. There are a few people who do a sweater, star sweater. Let me share this one with you. Oh my gosh, the chat is not loading. There we go. And there we go. Okay. I'm really, really happy that I don't have to weave in any ends. I don't have to weave in any ends for this one. All the color changing can happen on the inside, and you just keep it on the inside. I do the same thing for any color changing in amigurumi. I just put the color on the inside or the strand. I crochet over it a little bit, and then I just put the strand on the inside. Then I don't have to weave in any ends. But things that are open, that can be really tough. I feel like the only option is to weave in the end. It's so cute. I wanted to make my own wardrobe since my B-Day in August, trying for a new aesthetic. Oh, I love that. All right, friends, we are going to be wrapping up the live stream. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you missed the color palette, choosing a color palette, kind of like walkthrough chit chat that we did with the Manicam earlier, make sure that you check out the replay. Maybe you can get some inspiration on how to choose your color palettes for your next projects. And don't forget to grab the color palette cheat sheet that's pinned in the comments. Tonight, Granny Square YouTube members, keep an eye out for early access for the video for this week. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to continue Summer Stash Bash week 8. This is week 8, featured pattern number 7. Make sure you bring your brown and yellow yarn, brown yarn and yellow yarn. And we'll update the count for soap sacks. So Mags, I just got your count. And we'll let y'all know where we are. I'll add yours in tonight, Mags. If you want your soap sacks counted in tomorrow's tally, make sure that you send that over to us by 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Thursday, YouTube members only live stream. Can't wait to let y'all know, to update y'all on where I am. And Saturday, we have our special guest, Drew, coming in to show us how to spin yarn, everything about spinning yarn. So make sure that you're here Saturday at noon Pacific time. And it is in the description, Kaylin, for the cheat sheet. It is in the description. I feel like sometimes you have to refresh the feed in order for that cheat sheet to show up, but it is in the description. Don't forget to check out Crochet Stitch, Exploration Crochet Podcast, and I think that that's it. I think that's it, friends. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I really hope that the color palette walkthrough was really helpful for y'all. I really like that. I really had a lot of fun. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let me close the poll. Ooh, I feel like this one was kind of all over the place. To our top chatting friends, thank you so much, Trish, Kathleen, and Mags. Thank you so much, friends who have been members for several months. Thank you so much, Gladys, for being a member for 10 months. Thank you so much, Trish, for being a YouTube member for 8 months. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. And of course, Trish, thank you. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Bye, everybody. Oh, here's where we are. Bye.
Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your support. Your membership helps us to create videos just like this one. Thank you again so much for supporting the Yarn Over Hook team, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Yarn Over Hook, social media for crocheters. Create, learn, and connect with other crocheters from around the world. Join for free today at yarnoverhook.com.